Hello and welcome everyone. I hope this video finds you all well and in good spirits, yet in need of some assistance or guidance within your wellness programming. My name is Selwyn, otherwise known as Uncle Sel. This is Chasey Chops, and it's a top of the morning from a rainy yet beautiful day in South Africa. We'd like to welcome you to my series, Program in a Nutshell. Your kind of guidelines to various wellness programming and wellness platforms that I've used over the last 20 years with my clientele. So guys, have a look, let us know what you think. Thumbs up, like and subscribe for future programming references. Thank you so much, we always appreciate it. Welcome, and thank you for watching Uncle Sel's Program in a Nutshell, Volume 1, Sample Program 1, Progressive Periodization Training. Day 1, chest, front shoulder, and core for the active population. This format of training is beneficial for strength, endurance, hypertrophy, weight loss, and all-round well-being, but not power or explosive gains. Okay guys, let me give you a quick breakdown as to what you're seeing right here. If you look over here, this is the circuit number we're working with. This is your progressive periodized programming schedule. It's broken up into weekly progressive variables and subdivided into your sets per circuit, the rep ranges, or otherwise known as your fatigue points for those particular exercises within the circuit, the rest periods between each exercise within the circuit, and of course the rest period between the sets within that circuit. This is a progressive program schedule. So we'll go through week 1 through to week 4, and then back to week 1 again, progressively increasing intensity as we go through those particular weeks. This is your program split. It's what we're doing and when we're doing it. Over here, these are the individual exercises within the circuit and their various variables. This is the circuit tempo. This is very, very important. For this particular program, it's 2, 1, and maximum velocity. This is the time periods under tension that we're looking at. So on the negative, we've got 2 seconds down. On the transition, we've got 1 second, and then we've got to power out on that up, that kind of return to an original position. We've got to drive through under control as quickly as possible. Okay guys, now that you know what's going on, let's crack at it. So do better. Work hard under pressure. Stability movement pattern only to be utilized during light and moderate intensity weights. As the weights increase, resort to standardized barbell press. Full range of motion through the whole movement pattern for optimum functionality and mobility. Engage the core by posterior tilt of hip. Drive heels into bench for closing of chain. Open the hip at the top end of the movement pattern for optimum functionality and mobility. Breathe through the line as we drive down to the ground. Lock the elbows, rotate through the shoulder line. Driving up towards the ceiling, holding for a split second at the top end of the movement pattern, and then returning full range of motion. Slight angle on the upper body, coming down to a 90-degree angle on the elbow, and then driving up through a full range of motion to almost extend out of the shoulder line. Slight rotation internally of the thighs, squeezing the ball, rotating hip up towards yourself for optimum activation of the lower abdominal lines.
shoulders and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers, you better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game.
Hand placement as close to the hip line as possible, elbows point backwards, full protraction of scapula on the top end, and full retraction of scapula on the bottom end of the movement pattern. Split squat stance, engaging hip to alleviate pressures in the lumbar spine. Breathe out as we are driving the positive of the exercise, breathing in as we touch the shoulders on the bottom end of the movement pattern. Complete isolation of oblique line as we contract through the movement pattern, making sure not to use any momentum to move through the range of motion. No. Guys, this particular technique here, otherwise known as the long donkey, which in actual fact only creates the illusion of full range of movement through this particular movement pattern. For me personally, in actual fact, has got no functionality, and in actual fact puts a lot of pressure into the lumbar spine. And I'd like to put this in the category of currently under correction, otherwise known as CUC. This particular movement pattern here represents more of a game called bobbing for apples than an actual functional movement pattern, also creating that illusion of range of motion. For me, putting a lot of pressure into the cervical vertebra, more unstable vertebra, so definitely, in my opinion, goes right up into the CUC category. So my go-to is to correct this kind of postural dysfunction within the movement pattern. Number one, engage the hip. There's a posterior rotation of the hip line, engage the core, draw the abdominal up to the spine. Number two is there's a retraction of the cervical, or should I say the chin line, to align that spine. And then of course I love to use eccentric lines. So nice slow controlled movement. Get right onto the ground, release the hands off the ground. You have to release those hands off the ground and then drive up in a straight line with all those engagement patterns right the way through the full range of motion. Guys, for me personally, now this exercise is sharp. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and watch the rest of the videos in the 5-day training split series, Progressive Periodization Training. And just remember, you only have one life. Squeeze it like a lemon.